Hi friends, this is Manish Pandey. Welcome back to my series on UiPath Data Service. In our last video, you learned how to use query entity records activity in UiPath. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to use delete entity record activity in UiPath. It means how to delete the records from the entity. So let's get started. As you can see here in the UiPath Data Service page, we have this vendor master and we have around 12 records available here. Now, if I need to delete the specific record, let's say V012, where the vendor ID is this. So this record, if I need to delete, then how to delete? So this I'm going to show you here. So we'll be using this vendor master entity for the practical example. So let's open UiPath Studio. Okay, so this we are not going to remove because I will show you here why we need this query entity records activity here. Okay, so let's first take this delete entity record, which is a part of uipath.dataservice.activities. So if you have not installed that package, install it. And then if you have not imported this entity, then import it. If you don't know how to do all these things, watch the previous video. Now here you can see we have delete entity record. Let's select this entity from here. Now once you select here, it says that entity and then record ID. Entity we have selected from the drop down, and only you can select the entity which is you have imported here. Now this delete entity record activity is used to remove a record from your data service entity, and it requires the record ID. What is this record ID? Basically this record ID is the ID for the record to be deleted from the data service for the selected entity type. We can say this record ID accepts only the type GUID. What is this GUID? GUID, the full form of GUID is globally unique identifier. Every entity record is uniquely identify this GUID, this ID, the record ID you can say. So we must retrieve it before we can delete any record. Let me show you in the UiPath data service. So if you can see here, we have this ID which is a GUID. You can see system built-in field that cannot be edited or deleted. So this is uniquely identified, that globally unique identifier for each record. So for this record, this is unique. This is one ID assigned to this. For this one, this is a different one, right? So if you want to delete this V012 record, then you have to first get this ID. Okay, now I will show you how to fetch this ID and then you can delete that. So before deleting, you need to retrieve the GUID, that record ID from that specific entity. Okay, so in this example, I will use vendor master entity. So first, we need this query entity records. Using this, we can retrieve GUID. Okay, so vendor master we have selected. Now in the query, let's say in this example, I want to delete vendor ID V012. So I need to retrieve the ID, the record ID, or you can say the GUID for that V012. So I will delete this and I will put a filter like get the data where vendor ID equals to V012. So only this record I want to fetch and then I want to delete. Click save. Now what will happen? It will give us only one record where the vendor ID is V012, right? After that we have stored this in the output records, correct? Now to assign this in the GUID, because here it can accept only GUID. Let me open this advanced editor and you can see in argument GUID, which is record ID. So the variable type, that is system.GUID. You can search it from your variables type from variable or arguments. So let's cancel this. Okay, now let's create one variable with the name record to be deleted, something like that. Now change the variable type from string to system.guid. Okay, this one. Click OK. Now we'll take here one assign activity, and then we'll pass here that variable which is GUID. Now we'll write here the output records, that collection which we will be getting from here. So this is your collection, you can see here list of vendor master. So we'll be passing here output records of 0 dot, we need to pass that record ID. So let's search. Okay, we don't have record ID, we have ID. So this is the ID as a GUID. You can see vendor master.id as a GUID. So this ID we need. Now this will give us the GUID which we are assigning to this record ID to be deleted, this variable. Either you can directly copy and paste here, or you can assign this to one variable and then pass that record ID to be deleted, this variable. Okay, now we are ready to delete that. So let's run this. Now V012, that record will be deleted. Okay, so successfully executed. Let's go to the UiPath data service and validate that. Let's refresh this, and you can see here V012, that record has been deleted now. Now same way, if you want to delete multiple records using this delete entity record activity, then you will have to get the list of records and then go with the for each row loop. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more UiPath tutorials. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.